Good morning, welcome to the channel. Marc here for Man on a Mission Fishing. Fishing alone today. Rick is down with the grandkids again. So I got a couple of days here. Gonna get out. It's been a chilly morning. It was below freezing when I got up this morning. It's about 9 o'clock now. I'm over in the Aitkin area. Fishing a lake I've never been on before. No idea what it's got going. I see there's some slightly stained water. Water temperatures are in the low 60s. It's going to be an adventure. We'll see what we can find. I'm hoping to fish some weed flats, some sharper breaks. The water looks quite clear, although it does have a little bit of that tannic stain to it. So we'll see what the weed growth looks like once we get out here. I'm going to fish my way out of this little bay here by the landing, see if I can't pull something off of some of these pad stems and lower shallow weeds. And then we'll get out on the main lake and try and fish some deeper weed flats and such. So thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll get going here in a second. Here we go. Fish number one is a 1.10. Catch him on a swim jig. Just got out of that little bay there. Worked out to the first drop of 1 or 2 feet. Weeds are a little bit different here. A little bit deeper. Caught him on like the first cast along this. A little bit like a 2-foot depth change here. Fish number two, it's a 1.38. 1.38. Just been fishing, 20 minutes or so. It's been, the weeds are real thick. I'm just kind of hovering this over the top and caught the last fish on a Rapala DT fat. It's a 3-foot diver. Fish number three, finally, 1.89. Caught him on a punch rig. Fished a lot of shallow stuff on the calm side of the lake. Didn't really get anything but northerns, and the northerns are just insane on this lake. I bet you I caught 15 to 20 of them already, but they're all about, you know, this long. So I came to the windward side. Wind's pushing a little bit. It's not too bad. The weeds are just super thick in this lake. It's it's all nice green cabbage too. So it's like a needle in a haystack, it feels like. But we're gonna just keep going here. I got a couple of long points and offshore humps and stuff that I'm gonna take a look at before I just probably go real shallow and just kind of dink and dunk in some reeds and some pads and stuff like that. But the day's still young. Hopefully I can get some decent keepers on this run here. There's a really nice looking stretch here of cabbage with a nice point and a couple of inside turns, so we'll keep her going. Fish number 4 here. Weeding through the snaky northerns is a job and a half, I'll tell you that. Look at that, broke 2 pounds on that one. That's a 2.02. They're short, but they're nice and fat. So I'll show you what I'm catching these on. Catching them on a punch rig, a punch skirt. It's got the weight with the collar on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's got the weight with the collar on it. And you push the skirt up on there. They come off when I set the hook. So then I've just got tied on snell rig like a 4/0 worm hook, straight shank. Texas rigging a BFE on there. Just pitching that into the edge of the cabbage. Picked up 2 fish here in not too long of a stretch, so hopefully they're on this windblown side here on the weed edge. At least that's what I'm going with right now. Trying to figure out if the lake is worth even fishing with the number of these that you catch. Literally, I catch probably 10 to 1 these to a bass. Might even be more than that. Makes for a very frustrating day, being honest. Switched from the Rapala DT3 to the Norman Fat Boy. Caught fish number 5. It's a 1.16. Total up to 8.64. About 3 hours in. Finally got 5. Gonna work our best for double digits and to 13. We'll see if we can. Maybe we'll stumble on some big ones. Switch that Fat Boy. I don't know if you can see it with the sun. I'm in a bad position here. So it's got a real nice sparkle to it. It's a little brighter color. First cast, catch a bass on it. So hopefully that won't be of an omen. Look at that, 2 casts in a row. Maybe I made the right choice there. throwing something dark. Maybe that wasn't the deal. He's gonna be lucky to cull. He might cull that first tiny one I caught. I don't know. He's pretty small. It's a 1.27. 1.27. Just called it out. 8.75. 8.75. There we go. Getting a little better. Not much, but a little. $1.94 up to 9.41. Another fish on the Fat Boy by Norman. It's in the spring craw color. I whacked him on this last fall on another lake in the Aitkin area. He had like 20 some pounds on that trip, but that's not going to happen today, I don't think. But they like that brighter color, I guess. Another cull. Here we go. It's a 2-pounder. Not a 2-pounder. A 1.80 on the Fat Boy. Takes me up to 9.83. 9.83. Need another 2-pounder to get double digits. The other thing I wanted to mention on this Fat Boy, what I noticed is not only is it a sparkly color, a brighter color in this kind of tannic water, but it's a 1-knocker. So it's got a 1-knocker in it as well. So that Rapala, of course, is just balsa and doesn't have any sound. So maybe the sound is making a difference with the bass. I would have thought exact opposite. I would have thought the Northerns would have been crazy on the brighter colors and the noise, but I haven't caught a Northern on it yet, so we'll see. Maybe it's the deal for bass. can be so disappointed to catch so many. So my day is done here on this Aitkin County lake. Just never could quite figure it out. I caught about, I don't know, maybe 12 to 15 bass. Probably caught probably 11 keepers, but only 7 that I weighed. Or after that I caught a few that didn't cull. So I lost 2 decent fish today. I lost one in some brush along one bank. Got hung up in some brush. When I said the hook, he was right on the bank and shook off. And the other one I lost on a dock right over here, on a steep bank, pitched under a dock in the shade. He came out, grabbed it, and was swimming off with it. I tightened up my line, set the hook, the rod bent like that, and then it just popped off. I lost him. Then the next dock pitched in there, and same thing. Grabbed it, went under the dock, set the hook, came off. So the one was decent. I saw him. He came up when he shook. He was probably a close to 2-pounder. So the two fish that I saw that I lost were in that 1 3/4 to 2-pound range. Might have culled. Don't know that I would have gotten 12 or 13, but I would have been darn close to double digits anyhow. But as it ends, 9.83. Guess I can't complain. First time ever on the lake. It was an interesting lake to fish. I'd like to fish it in the summer. The weed line is really nice. There's really nice cabbage. There's some deep rock. It looks like a great lake for summer fishing. Fall, just not quite sure where they were. Very expansive flats that 5 feet deep, loaded with weeds. Fish could have been anywhere in there. Needle in a haystack. Very hard to fish. Basically had to punch through most of that stuff. Couldn't really throw any moving baits at that shallow because it was just so weedy. Nothing would come through there clean. So definitely going to give it a shot next year in the summer when Rick can come along. We'll definitely hit this, fish some weed lines, fish some deep rock. Hopefully we can do better. But until then, my name is Mark. Thanks so much for watching. This is Man on a Mission Fishing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the water next time.